And Big Bo, that's my partner in crime. Random thoughts miss mine. I can never do this by my lonely. So we the duo, snatching up all the kudos. Bound to find a loophole, yeah, you know. So keep tuning in, enjoying the vibe. Forever raw, forever real. It's him, it's I. You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love, yeah, you love, you love, you love this podcast. You love this podcast. You love this podcast. We do this nonstop. Me and Bo, we don't get a break. It's the Pool Pit Podcast, baby. Season 5. Episode 158.
Yeah.
What the business is, it's that man with the plan, Big Kev, and that's cuz with the buzz, Big Bo.
Yo.
And you know we got that food for you. So for the show, and you know we got to do a disclaimer.
Yep.
We just got to do a disclaimer because a lot of soft folks out here.
Man.
A lot of tenderfoot folks, you know what I mean?
Tenderfoot.
Tenderfoot. I heard that the other day, tenderfoot. So
Yeah,
I was
you
using
got that plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, you got that plantar fasciitis in you.
Man.
Y'all can't take what people say as a perspective, an opinion, a thought. Doesn't mean it's golden. Don't mean it's for everybody. It just means it's another way to look at things.
There's another angle.
But they can't take that for nothing, bro. So I just always give you a disclaimer. Like, hey, this is what we gonna do. We gonna say some outlandish stuff. We gonna say some takes that majority of people ain't gonna agree with. But you know what? We don't care, and we stand on it. That's all I care about. If you say something, stand on it. Why y'all think I like Stephen A. Smith so much? He might say the most outlandish thing about a basketball player or a professional athlete, but guess what he gonna do when he get back on there the next day and somebody say something slick? I said it, and I ain't running.
And he plays solitaire.
And he plays solitaire while watching the game, and don't care what y'all think about it. That's a whole other story. But we're gonna go ahead. The Pool Pit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast. I said, you know, I got to do it. I said, the Pool Pit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that. And y'all know, this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity, motivation, inspiration, and most importantly, love. So you know we don't do anything without a weekly affirmation. Okay. And I got something short, brief, and sweet. Don't go through life, grow through life.
God damn it. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple.
For real, keep it simple, bro. Like, you know, some people just exist. They're not living their life. You know what I'm saying? You should be going through trials and tribulations every day. You should be going through ups and downs. The roller coaster of life will make you a better person. What makes you have a stronger chin. Guarantee any boxer who got in the ring, who is a great boxer, he got hit before because he has to know what it feels like to get hit. So when he get hit, he know how to get his bearings back.
Take it.
So you got to take them L's sometimes to get to the W's. You feel me? All right. So, y'all know, you know, we got to start off with a sad moment, you know what I'm saying? Because definitely was in a lot of our childhood backgrounds. Ananda Lewis, you know, is definitely close to my heart with what I got to deal with, you know what I'm saying, family-wise with, you know, cancer. Cancer is a monster, you know what I'm saying? It took a lot of good ones. Definitely got connections to that, you know what I'm saying, close at home. Just want to say rest in peace to Ananda Lewis. Beautiful woman, talented. Probably one of my, you know, I ain't gonna say my first crush, but definitely one of my first TV crushes. Like, you know, you crushed on little girls and whatnot, but you see her on these shows and you're like, oh, wow. Silky black hair, bronzy brown skin.
Now, hey, check this out. My first baby mama used to go around telling folks, I ain't his girlfriend. I'm just his baby mama. His girlfriend is Ananda Lewis.
Ananda Lewis.
And you know what I would say? Show is.
Show is.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I have been crying the past few days on her passing. And, you know, people might say, like, no, you dug her because she's a beautiful woman.
She's a beautiful woman.
Man, it was her voice.
Yeah.
I'm a voice person. And there are times where I could tune out. And just listen to a show and listen to her talk. I wouldn't even be watching it. I'd just be listening because her voice, it resonated with me.
Okay.
And even when she moved on from like a Teen Summit and got into the MTV.
I forgot about Teen Summit.
Yeah, she was
switched
on
from
Teen
BT
Summit.
to
I'm talking about from
Well,
when she
you
was on
taking it
Teen
back.
Summit. When she was on Teen Summit, I'm telling you, like Saturday afternoons.
Saturday
if I wasn't even
afternoon, you
watching
taking it back, bro.
I would have Teen Summit on, listening to her talk.
I knew it was another thing.
And
she was
I
on.
might just have my eyes closed, taking a nap. That's what I'm saying. Her voice resonated with
it
me.
resonated
Her voice.
with you, and that voice to do that.
And beautiful spirit, beautiful energy.
Yeah,
She could
Gone
just
too
cut
soon.
through, gone way too soon. Honestly, she died standing up for being herself.
Yeah.
She didn't want to take on the certain treatments, take on, she didn't want to take on chemo.
Yeah.
That's one reason why people was looking at her like she looks beautiful, but she was dying
Mm-hmm.
because she wasn't taking on the different things to deal with cancer, where she would have lost her hair,
Yeah,
where she would have lost probably her spirit.
yeah.
We didn't. She died, but she died.
I think that just
Standing
goes
up for
to.
herself.
Yeah, I think that just goes to the point of stop messing with people. You don't know what people going through. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see these people and they do certain things and everybody wants to browbeat on them and jump on them, we don't know what these people are going through that makes them act this way. That's why I always try to understand where a person's coming from when they do things. I don't always just fly off the handle. Like, what made them do that? Like, that's what makes me, you know what I'm saying, go for it. You got to say sympathy and empathy, you know what I'm saying, at some point in time. Now, some people are just a-holes and they are just wilding out. Some people got some real stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard. This is the way they deal with it. It might come off wrong, but you have to have that, like I said, that empathy and sympathy for people. And like I said, for rest in peace, Ananda Lewis, another talent we lost, beautiful soul we lost too soon. But also that brought me to a topic, a good one to talk about. Like Bo said, Teen Summit took it so far back. Saturday afternoon, you have Saturday morning cartoon. When you get a little grown, you was watching Teen Summit. And they was giving young black kids and kids in general good
I want to be on
life
Teen
lessons.
Summit so
I wanted to be on
bad.
Teen. It's
I
almost
wanted
like
to
the
be on-
Bozo Grand Prize. That was another show. That was the other show I wanted to be on. Like, please cast me on this show. Please.
You can't get to the third bowl.
I used to hate the people sometime on Teen Summit and the answers they would give. I said, I would have been a way
Y'all
better
got
host.
the most uncoordinated kids.
They can't do nothing. Like, put me on. I'm talented, Jack. So that was one of the shows I wanted to be on, but I wanted to go, Bo, what show do you miss most? The video show with the video host that we don't have too much anymore. What show do you miss most? Or you just talk about the nostalgia of the shows.
You know what? I think about Video Soul all the time.
Video Soul?
Donnie Simpson.
And Sherry?
Was it Sherry Carter?
Sherry Carter. I remember.
Sherry Carter, yeah. And what was the other one? Video LP, Madeline Woods.
Yeah, Madeline Woods.
Oh, she was gorgeous. And she
They
had a
that
voice
late
too.
night one. What was the late night one?
The
dude come on. Yeah, y'all on the. He had that deep voice.
They
It
were- I
would
was
go
about to
about
say,
10, 30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I was about to say Mr. Loverman, but that's
Nah, that's Naptown. Nah, this was for the BET when he was like, yeah.
I remember.
Social sounds of Anita Baker.
I remember when we first got cable, and it was the first inception of BET. They used to have this guy who walked around in a trench coat and a hat,
I know what you're talking about.
and he would introduce videos.
I know what you're talking about.
like sexy, like love videos. Like,
That's what I'm talking about. That's the dude with that voice.
Hey, yeah, we got that.
That's what I said. He be
We
like,
got that new Frankie.
yeah.
But
got that new
but it was
Frankie
it was
Beverly, that new
it was
Anita
actually
Baker.
local DC stuff.
Right.
We didn't realize it, because
At the time you
BET
didn't.
but it's like it's a local dude from DC talking about, yeah, we got that new Frankie Beverly and Maze. Let's cut to
And his
that
voice would
video.
always just be so sultry because I always remember because it was Anita Baker. I think it was a song, You Bring Me Joy, the rap for one of that. And he'd be like, yeah, we got that new Anita Baker. The Rapture. Only on BET. Be like, damn. if these grown people up and set the mood for something. For real. I would say because we are rappers and we're embedded in hip hop, I couldn't wait to watch The Basement. For one, I had a crush on Big Les. Boy, I just thought like,
Got Big Les, yeah.
Then I like Tigger. You know what I'm saying? Joe Cleasy. You know, and that's one thing about a host to a host.
Hey, yeah, Joe Cleese
that it didn't drop off. though.
Hey, now Joe Cleese was pushing cats like, hang on, hey, this dude is really freestyling.
Yeah.
Like, hang on, I got to rap now.
I got to rap now.
I got to rap. This dude is really, hey.
But I'm saying when one person falls off, normally a host don't pick it up. That's the only one I really seen where the host might be better than the original host, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But you know, both of them are equal. Because Big Tigger, Tig, everybody knows Tig, but they kind of forget about Joe Cleasy sometimes. But
we can't forget about MTV though.
oh, they don't bring on MTV.
We talking about BET. Yeah, we got to give it to Ed Lover and Dr. Dre.
Yeah, Yo MTV Raps. That was really one of the base. Come on, man. Ed Lover, and like you said, man, like, boy.
Fab Five Freddy. Were
they one of the first rappers that had a movie? Or did they?
They wasn't even rappers.
Well, I mean, first, like, hip-hop.
Well, I mean.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Characters.
I mean, like they wasn't even rappers, and they
got
like
two cops or something in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a movie, but they wasn't even rappers.
There's personalities, two hip hop personalities.
Yeah, got a movie.
He had a dance. He had the Ed Lover, dude. The Ed Lover, for real. Man, that was just good times. Like, and then people don't understand. This was promotion for these artists. Like, you would literally wait to watch that video of that single, and then couldn't wait to buy the album. I literally used to watch videos, and be like. Ooh.
I remember that I skipped day. It's like, man, I don't feel like going to school today. So I didn't go to school. Wake up, turn on BET. Video Soul.
Yeah.
Bill Biv DeVoe just happened to show up today. I'm like, look, I don't even know. We didn't even know who Bill Biv DeVoe was then.
They was breaking them.
They just happened. Hey, we got the new Bill Biv DeVoe video. I'm like, hang on.
What is this?
They put that song on.
Was it Poison or when I said
Poison?
Poison, yeah.
Bro, I was ready to leave the house and go to school. Have y'all seen this new video?
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to get to school. I was like,
that song and video had the game in a chokehold. Poison? It's still a hit to this day. Like, still, you could put Poison on right now in a set at a DJ and everybody will love it. It's a timeless classic. We can go to like the TRL request, you know what I'm saying? That started up that vibe, you know what I'm saying? The request videos and the personalities they had, like Naluz was on there. You had, was it Carson Daly? Or Carson Daly one? I think it's Carson Daly. Had various other hosts, you know what I'm saying? That got famous and doing other things now based off of that. Then we got to go to, you know, what was I just thinking about? The one with Terrence and...
That's 106 in Park.
106 in Park. Couldn't think of it for a second. 106 in Park was a vibe. You know, you come from AJ and Free. We already know what Free brought to the table.
Boy.
If you watch that show, every little young man was watching that mug for Free and that...
Free!
Boy. Bootylicious. Boy, I'm talking about. Woo-wee.
She got a voice too.
But she was a talent as well, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just booty, it was a beauty and you know what I'm saying, talent as well. But they had a good connection. AJ and Free had a good connection. You could see the vibe. Then you had brought in Terrence and Roxy.
It's just funny, AJ, that wasn't his hair.
Wow, he had a piece?
Yeah, he had a piece back then.
A piece in dress? That's wild. That's wild work, man.
Hair,
That's crazy work, bro. Yeah. To have a dread hairpiece, that's some crazy work right there. Yeah. Oh, well, hey, you fooled us because I thought you really had some dreads, man.
Nah, that wasn't his.
And then you went to, you know, Terrence and Roxy. Then they had guest hosts, like Bow Wow held it down for a long time. But another thing, they brought the battles. They had the rap battles, you know what I'm saying? So they had the pop, R&B, hip-hop. They infused everything. You would see every video possible, every genre possible, and they would have so many guests from various entertainment fields. We don't have that type of stuff no more, man. And I think it's because it's popcorn society, this microwavable society, that we are making talentless people rich based off the streaming, the digital. It's so much accessibility to just click on somebody who just puts pie on their face all day long and he gets a million views.
Viewership has changed. It's just changed.
But that's the core. I feel like what we grew up on was a core. You know what I'm saying? Like, they brought a way to be successful because a lot of these people sold albums and made a lot of money based off these shows. They also brought you a new feel, you know what I'm saying? Brought you up as a youngster coming up. A lot of those core values, I don't think they have them core values no more. Like, everybody can be popular. Almost anybody can be popular now. I literally seen a dude who just pies himself every day that popped up on my TikTok, hits himself with a pie, and that man had 1 million views. You know it's coming. Every day he does the same stitches, hitting himself with a pie. but it has 1 million views. I said, what is
It's
the world coming
dedication,
to?
man.
It is dedication. I ain't gonna knock the hustle, but to get up and hit yourself with a pie every day, I ain't gonna knock your hustle. But what does that say about us to watch that 1 million times? I think it says more about us as the people than him. Of course, he's doing a hustle. If I can go fall down the stairs and y'all laugh and then they send me a check for $10,000 a month, I'm falling down the stairs every day.
Nigga,
come on with them 10,000.
One of them stairs gonna break your neck, so nah.
I'm gonna need that 10,000.
One of them stairs gonna break your neck. It's gonna be nah.
Well, you had to learn how to fall. I remember back in the day when I was younger, like my mom used to tell, and then if y'all ever meet my mama, ask her the story, you think I'm lying. I used to run, I thought I was gonna be a stunt man. I used to run and just jump in the hallway. I'm talking about this is like, you know, not that good carpet that some people got the 2, 3, 4 inches. Yeah, I'm talking about where it felt like the cement. Carpet was on it, but it still felt like the cement. I used to run and just jump. And she'd be like, you're going to kill yourself. And I ain't paying for the doctor when you break something. I would literally just run and jump. I don't know how I did it. I would just do it. Crazy stuff you do as a kid, boy.
We didn't have carpet. We had wood.
Yeah, I used to try to kill it with that game, Mousetrap. Mikey, whoever said
across the floor.
Man, your mom, I remember.
Oh, damn.
Hey, let's take it back, huh?
Man.
We had a game
I ain't
called
thought about that dumb shit.
For one, we were small enough
to fit into
slide
a hamper.
TV. It was a TV tray.
Okay.
We would set it up in the hallway.
I think we might have set it up with a hamper,
bro,
too.
it was a TV tray that your mom had.
Maybe the day you was there. But I think we advanced where we had a hamper.
Well, I don't know. But the matchup I'm talking about was your mama's TV tray.
Yeah, TV tray.
And then right at the end of y'all hallway, we start from y'all front room and run. You got to slide through it. And if it fall on you, then you got caught. That was the game. But if you see how small this TV tray, you was like, them niggas ain't never been that small.
Man. We was kids, you know. We were not Nephilim. We weren't born like this. We didn't come out the womb like this.
I still can't imagine. That table was small, G. I can't imagine. I got through it. We were sliding through it. But I remember his mama, she don't even cuss, but she sure would get on us, boy. Y'all niggas need to stop making all that noise in there. And we do it again.
Hey, we had to slide it. Hey.
We had games, though. Like, I'm saying, y'all talking these kids, they need their iPads and they need stuff. We made up games.
Man.
No, if you didn't have the money, you didn't have the funds, or you just didn't have that game at that time, we made up games. Our creative level was on 10 or 100, baby.
And that was a physical game. You had to be an athlete.
For example, I think we used to do, I'm going to tell you right, we used to throw G.I. Joe, or maybe it was me, I don't know.
Nah, that was
but we used to throw them over.
Don't bring a new toy over to the cousins.
Yeah, we used to throw them over. If they made it over the roof, they was a good toy. If they not, they sitting on the roof.
They sit on the roof.
You would drive by people's houses, and there'd be a whole bunch of action figures on people's roof.
You gotta wait till Unc finally like, hey, I got
get a ladder and go get them.
I'm cleaning the gutters. I'm getting out your toys while I'm up here.
Good times, man. Good times.
Uncle Baby.
All right. So one thing, I mean, and this is like really just truly perspective. But I wanted to talk about it. I've noticed Tyler Perry, very, very creative, successful, actor, producer. You know what I'm saying? He wears many hats in the entertainment field. But one thing I noticed was just, you know, this other movie just came out called Straw. You know, social media blowing it up. You know, a lot of women on my timeline. Hey, y'all need to check this out. So I give it a look real quick. In the first couple of minutes, it feels so much like the other 3 movies he dropped on Netflix this year. And it's the same storyline. This downtrodden black woman is doing bad. She's on drugs. She's selling her body. She's doing this, that, and the third until she finds Prince Charming and whatever. It's the same type of narrative. And I'm just thinking to myself, is that too much? Does it need to be a change, you know what I'm saying, in your mind? Or is he just good doing what he do?
He's just good at doing what he do. Keep doing what he doing. Keep bringing in the viewership. Keep bringing in the fans. You know, there are some people that were watching that movie that are not Tyler Perry fans.
Mm-hmm.
But just was like, I've been hearing this movie and checking it out and like, hey, no, this was a good movie. And it was, I haven't watched it fully. I watched some scenes. I seen because my mom was watching it, and I seen some scenes and different little things.
Yeah.
It's another story to the stories that he had where, okay, they're in the business of making these movies.
Yeah.
Some movies are going to have some things similar.
Mm-hmm.
Some movies are going to be all the way different.
Yeah.
This is another movie added on that tells slightly similar story, slightly similar.
A lot of
But
characteristics.
but you see some different things in it. It's some scenes because like I watched, I was like, oh man, nah, that's a dope scene. Like just the acting, nah, that's a dope scene. Regardless of like okay,
yeah.
Even if you be like,
I mean, well, his old girl though. I mean, she's the
I mean,
ultimate. Yeah, Taraji, come on now.
Hey, nah, that one little scene with you. Oh man, when she start figuring out like, I think I got a bomb.
Yeah.
What?
Nah, but I mean, he got a top actress. Yeah. I mean, so that is like, yeah. So,
like, even if you can say, okay, it's redundant, it's the same story, it's the same. He still knows how to put it together where it's still beautiful, and he's still showcasing some beautiful actors.
Yeah.
So even if you feel away, like, all right, you might be telling the same story, you're still seeing some good acting, and I honestly, really, the cinematography, the stuff is going up. It's not 20 years ago. It's not 10 years ago. Like
oh yeah, no, he got some money on
like
this
stuff.
What's AI stuff? You can make anything happen.
You go to AI.
You incorporate AI in anything now, boy.
It has to be supported even more now because I feel like this. I'm gonna put it like this: if he had the studios, the white studios backing him up, which he had, 20-something years ago, to build up to where he's at now, where he don't have to have them support him. Yeah. So now, he done built up something. He got a brand. He got content. He got multiple people who want to work with him. Now you don't want to mess with him?
Yeah.
I'm tired of him now. Like this is the time you need to embrace him.
I think though, I mean, anything you run its course.
Everything
you have
runs
to change up. So at some point, I want to be wooed with something different. If I see, especially as he makes so many movies, it's just like the Madea. How many Madeas can you have? You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point.
It's going to be another Madea coming up.
I know this. I seen it the other day.
It's going to be
same type of storyline. Madea with the brash humor, da-da-da-da. Families out of pocket doing wild stuff.
The breadwinner.
I get it, but at what point do you change up that stitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to show more to it. That's why I feel about it. Like, when I watch a movie and I'm uninspired already in the first 10 seconds because I already know how this movie about to play out, that makes me be like, okay, that's going to lose. To me, that loses one. And going to lose more. And I've seen other people talking about it too. Like, it's not taken away from how great he is and what he does. Like you were saying, the actors and actresses that he brings along, how he curates these movies and whatever. It's done in great taste and in great fashion, but still don't make it entertaining when you know the same plot and the same foundation of each story gonna make you be like, okay, I've seen this before. I don't need to watch it, da-da-da-da, and whatnot. So that's my take on it. It's like there's like a music. A producer can have his stitch sound, but you have to adapt to the times. You have to adapt to change. Because you're going to lose. You might have your core people who, no matter what you put out, they're going to rock with. But you might lose a lot of people to be like, okay, man, it's time to change up a little bit. Well,
it's taking people like a Ryan Coogler who made Sinners.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something me and my daughter, Sinners now is on, you can get it on demand, Xfinity. So like, I rented it. No, I bought it. I didn't rent that shit. I bought that shit.
Yeah.
And we sat and watched it again. And this is crazy. This is real crazy. I did everything exactly how I did when we went to the movies. And like, you're probably like, what are you talking about? That movie brings a certain effect out of me. Like
okay.
Like just the conversation, the scenes.
Supposed to invoke emotion.
Just the most, and like, my kids would be like, you said this or you laughed at this in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, we watched it again. My daughter's like, you doing the same thing you did when we went to the movies. And I was like, this is what this movie pulls out of me. This is the same thing that Tyler Perry has. He has a genre of people who are like, hey, I don't know what it is, the Tyler Perry movies, this is what it pulls out of me. Ryan Coogler has made a genre for like there's a lot of women who can't get into Sinners because Sinners is really like Sinners is really for men.
True.
That movie is really for men. That's really for middle-aged black men.
Yeah. Yeah.
Middle-aged black men.
It was empowerment for middle-aged black men.
Sinners is for 35 to 55 50-year-old black men. That's the market it starts from, and then it goes out. But that's who it's for. Tyler Perry has the same a different market.
Yeah.
But he has his market where, like, hey, I gotta feed these people. This like, cause like right now, I'm like, man, we need to do a prequel for the Sinners. We need.
But at what point, like one thing I've noticed though, even though they got to feed people, once you're the top dog, whatever you feed them, if you're talented, they're going to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like you can give your core audience like, oh, I'm gonna do something different. And if you do good at, like you said, with the cinematography of it, the actors and actresses that you put in there, the storyline, even though it might be something different, that's going to be like, ooh, that sparked their fancy. Like, hey, nah, let me go check out. He got something new. It's totally different.
I do think Sinners. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. I hope the movie Sinners can shoot something or inject something into Tyler Perry.
Spark.
Where he can see there is a genre outside of just trying to sell everything to, and I get that's his market.
His demographic.
He has his demographic that feeds and funnel in everybody. But like if Tyler Perry can make, and I ain't saying don't make a Sinners. You can't make a Sinners. But if you can make something where like, hey, that attracts 40 to 50-year-old men.
There you go. Or younger folks, because we already know, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's my point. We know who run the game. And you look at, all you can do is look at these streamers, right?
Yeah,
Castanet, Drewski. They own everything. They in every lane of entertainment. Because guess what? They got this young lane locked down. Feel me? Speed. I show Speed. 3 dudes basically run the internet. The other dude, that's Aiden Ross, even with Drake and whatever, right? These 4 dudes run the internet, basically, right? Most things move between them. If you a star and you struggling, guess what? You get on one of their streaming shows, your stuff. Why do you think Kevin Hart aligns himself with Drewski and Castanet?
Just keep him to the
Kevin
young
Hart
folks.
is popular as all get out. But guess what's going to keep his popularity? What's going to boost his popularity? Now the youngsters know him. Now they see him acting a fool with Drewski and Castanet. Like, Kevin Hart, let me go check out his other stuff. They might have just thought he was some old head cracking jokes before then, you know what I'm saying? And looked at him and just side-eyed it. That's what I'm saying about Tyler Perry. If you never step out of your lane, we know you're good at this. It's like a person, if you post up all the time and you score 30 from the post, good. We know you can do a post. But what happened when somebody say, hey, we gonna double team you. Hey, we ain't gonna let you just post up. You gotta be better at something else too. It's increasing your skill set. It's putting new tools in your belt. It's like with working at a career. When you say, oh, I'm great at being a warehouse person. You know, I know how to pick and pack, know how to select, know how to do quality, all that stuff, right? But when you go to another job outside of that, it might have customer service, might have to interact with customers. They're like, well, have you ever dealt with customers? Have you ever, you know what I'm saying, dealt with the public? Can you speak? Can you use a computer? Can you do this? And you don't got them skill sets, you're not a viable asset to America if you don't increase your skill set. And it's the same thing about movies and being the top director. I ain't gonna never say he's bad at what he's doing because, like you said, he got a lot. Boy. That demographic of that type of ways of movies to play out, he got it a lot. But it's definitely sometimes, even though a person does good, you gotta be critical sometimes of some of the stuff they're not doing. And it's okay. That's what invokes conversation. So there's no disrespect. But then it was funny though, he was saying, yeah, guys, thanks for making Straw the #1 movie on Netflix, and I can't wait for y'all to make Divorced Sisters.
Yeah.
Divorced Sisters. Like, why they gotta be divorced? You see what I'm saying? It follows that same narrative. But I can already see how this movie's gonna play out. 5 women all divorced.
That might be a
sit
series.
around.
I think that might be a show.
But I'm just saying though, I can already see it. 5 women, they all divorced, they finding their way through life. They got careers, and they dating random men. But it's the same. Sex in the City, the black version.
Man.
That's what I'm saying. Got to change it up sometime.
Repeat.
All right, Bo. Is there a certain etiquette when replying back to friends, family, texts, or DMs?
Certain etiquette.
Yeah, it's like, you know, a certain way you go about doing things. Because I got a certain mindset
everybody
about
got
this.
their own way of doing whatever they do.
Okay.
Everybody got their own etiquette. Like, and it's how what you allow to have.
Boy, what you allow.
What you allow. Okay. You know, like, okay, let's go for instance.
That's crucial.
My daughter.
Yeah.
My 17-year-old. She might text me and she needs something right now.
Mm-hmm.
Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Dad. I might be asleep.
Yeah, I might be asleep.
I might be on the clock getting busy shipping them out. There's nothing I can do for you right now.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing I can do for you.
But I mean, I think more or less is like if you're
Etiquette.
busy, that's a different. But I'm saying when you look at the etiquette is like this. When you see the text, if you got time to look at it, you got time to respond at some point in time. I'm saying the etiquette means you can't wait a whole day go past and not respond. Or when you respond back, act like that person didn't say something to you. Like that would tick me off. Like let's say I ask you a real question. I ask you, but a lot of people do that though. Like they'll wait. Cause to me, that's just showing a lack of respect for that person. If I look at something, and I get people get busy, they might read something real quick, and they're like, I read it, and I meant to reply, but you should be replying back the next day. It shouldn't be like 3 to 5 days later and be like, hey, what you doing? Nothing. Did you get my message? Yeah, I seen it. So you telling me in 3 to 5 days you couldn't reply back to that person? You know what I mean? That's whack to me. And it should be a certain type of etiquette, respect factor, man. It's like, for example, it's like if a stranger came to you and said, hey, how are you doing? And you don't say nothing back. Like, come on, you ain't got to say nothing back. But how disrespectful is that when that person took the time and the energy just to say what's up?
It could also, too, tell you, like, where you align with this person. So,
I mean, it's different if you don't rock with a person, that's totally different.
That person could be telling you, like, I really don't rock with you like that.
Well, say that. Use your words. You don't got to do it in slice. The way we talk about women, being a mind reader. Say, you know what? You should know this personally. Use your words. If you don't rock with me, say it.
Hey,
be a man or woman enough to be like, hey, yeah.
But your actions are good enough.
Actions make you can assume. No, actions is not always right because if that person, like for example, that person could be going through something. So what you assume is happening might not be the real story of why y'all not interacted or the vibes are off.
And that person could be a liar too.
They could be a liar, but that's what I'm saying. A man or a woman, be a man or woman, stand on business and say, hey, I don't rock with you because you do this. Have that conversation. So I ain't got to worry about it. Like, okay, you don't rock with me, I don't rock with you. Nigga.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's man and woman stuff. Like, man up. If a woman don't rock with a man, cause she say he do certain things that she don't like how his behaviors are that don't coincide with what she's on, tell him that. Hey, you a good person, you're a good dude. But right now, yeah, me and you don't align. And there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta respect it.
That shit don't happen.
But that's my point. Just because it don't happen don't mean it shouldn't happen. It should. Because you shouldn't just be like, oh, he gonna get the idea, you know what I'm saying? He seen that I read it and didn't say nothing back. He'll get the idea. Are we grown or what?
Man, these folks will ghost you and then see you get popular and then want to hit you back up.
That's definitely happened.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's definitely happened. Because they be hitting me up talking about, hey, I see you on the podcast, Mr. TV Star. One, not a TV star. It's not television. It's regular video. But you see me, you know what I'm saying, because I posted it and it do get, you know what I'm saying, get the popping out there or whatever. But don't do that because I'm a clown you. Don't do that. I treat energy all the same. The energy that you give me, I give right back. Believe me, I return it. So, yeah, but I'm just saying. Like,
I'm not petty forward over here. I just move the fuck on.
I am.
I'm just like, all right.
But I stand on it. Like I said before, one thing I said, consistency. Whoever you are as a person, if that's how you get down, people gonna know not to play with you. That's all it is. Like, hey, nah, don't mess with Kevin. Kevin Petty, he gonna get back at you somehow.
Yeah.
You damn Skippy. So don't play with me. I'm gonna give you all the respect in the world, all the love in the world. But when you play with me, I'm gonna give you that too. Like I said, I return energy full throttle. All right, Bo. So now we gotta talk about entertainment. And one thing that was on my mind that I looked at was the BET Award show. For years, it has been terrible, a terrible product on display for everybody to watch. I watched it this year and I was thoroughly entertained.
They got it together. First off, too, the celebrity showed up.
Man, A-list.
and I don't know. Somebody put out a call-in, I don't know, a year or two ago, basically saying like, okay, our A-listers, yeah, they go to the Grammys, they go to these other big awards, but they ain't messing with the BET Awards.
They don't mess with it. They didn't.
The A-listers didn't. So I'm glad the A-listers came back.
Yeah.
You know, and they put together some black excellence.
Black excellence was on display that night. Talent.
Some good talent. I still haven't got to see my Leon Thomas
Leon Thomas killed it.
I still haven't got to
Playing
see
it good.
that yet.
I was about to say, you missed out. He killed it. Sounded good vocally.
Man.
Showed his skills on the guitar. He
Dude
killed
been
it.
doing it all his life.
But to do it on his natural stage, you could be doing it. It's one thing to do it.
He's a stage performer.
Right, but you got to do it, though. I get that, but I'm saying, these award shows back in the day used to make or break you. Your performance on award shows used to make or break you. People used to talk about the performance you did. Oh, man, did you see when he did this? Who he brought out? Da-da-da-da. That used to make or break people. And I hope it gets back to that because the talented ones need to rise to the top, right?
Boy.
Like, you seeing Leon Thomas doing his instrumentation playing the guitar and singing, and his vocally sounds good,
Man.
and he's entertaining people. Those are the people who start to get these nods and start being on these other shows and start being on these other platforms, start being on these little commercials and things of that nature. Those are the people that need to start doing it, and these type of performances help boost that. Because guess who else seen the show? Corporate America. They seen the views. They see what people are into. Don't you think people put money into what they see gonna make them more money? It's simple as that. And then we go to the icons. We're talking about Snoop Dogg. We're talking about Mariah Carey.
Man.
We're talking about Jamie Foxx.
Man.
And we're talking about Kurt Franklin. All of those people are iconic in their own rights, in their own genres. And some are triple threats.
Boy.
For real. You talk about Snoop and Jamie Foxx. This is actors.
A lot.
Singers, rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like
whatever they want.
Whatever they want to do.
Doing, they do it.
Whatever they want to do. I will say this. I think Snoop had one of the most iconic performances that sounded good. It took you down memory lane, and it showed you his longevity in the game.
Boy.
He went from Doggy Style, deep cover Snoop with the hits and Dre, to the No Limit Snoop with that stint where he left Death Row.
Pharrell
Snoop. To back to Pharrell Snoop. To back to the new Death Row Snoop. And whatnot. And it just shows you this man ain't fell off. He ain't fell off. Like he's always had a hit. Every album has had hits on it. Where radio hits he provided from those albums. No matter if the album was good, he's had some radio hits on it. Only one I might not say is The Doggfather. I can't remember too many. That might have been the only one in his collection that might be a dud.
It was too much going on. The whole Death Row breaking apart everything.
There's a reason for it, but it was still released. The Doggfather, I don't remember no songs off The Doggfather.
They tried to get Charlie Wilson on the hook, but it wasn't enough.
Uncle Charlie, he couldn't make that one. Normally Charlie Wilson, you slap some Charlie Wilson on something, it's gonna slap. He couldn't make that one slap. But then it made me start thinking too, why is one of the favorite songs and one of the songs he performed so damn X-rated?
Sexual Eruption?
Nah, not Sexual Eruption. That was on. I'm talking about Ain't No Fun If the Homies Can't Have None.
Come on.
If you really listen to the lyrics of this song, it's like a porno with a hip-hop beat. Just Nate Dogg's verse. Just take it back. It was like, when I met you the last night, baby, before you opened up your gap. Wait a minute. What did he just say? I have respect for you, lady, but now I take it all back. Wait, what? Okay. Cause you gave me all your pussy.
You singing word for word. Goddamn.
And you even licked my balls.
What?
I'm just saying though,
Man.
This is what we listen to. Leave your number on the cabinet. And I promise, babe, that I'll give you a call.
Hey.
We came up off this. But it is one of the most classic songs.
Man.
Because everybody hit. I don't care if it was Corrupt, from Snoop, to Nate Dogg, to the instrumentation. That song hits on all cylinders. But it's so nasty.
Man, trifling.
It's so nasty. It's so nasty. Because Corrupt verse is nasty.
It's like, man, yeah, we can't recite this.
But they did it at the show.
Hey.
So what I'm saying, like, you might have edited a couple, but it's still the connotation here. This is the podcast. We can say what we want to say, but on the show, he had to edit that out. Man. But yeah, bro, come on, man. And they play this song. Kids listen. Mothers and fathers play these songs with their kids in the vehicles now when they going through their shuffle and they hits come up that they listen to. I guarantee you this ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
Boy.
It's going to come up, G. But I was just thinking, like, this song is so nasty.
No.
It's so nasty. And Snoop performed it too. I was like, wow.
Hey, man, I had some. I brought up GP. They didn't know what a GP was.
Who?
I was talking to. It was like,
what's a girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was like, what's a GP?
I don't think too many people know what a GP is. You might have to tell people.
It's a gangster party.
And they're like, what's a gangster party? A whole bunch of gangsters just gathered around?
Just go play that Snoop song. Just go play that. It ain't no fun. That's a GP.
Just look at a porno. That's it. It's the urban. We use the urban slang for it. It ain't nothing but a gang bang, literally.
Guess who's back in the motherfucking house?
It's an organized gang bang.
Hey, they was really like, what's a GP? I was like, what?
So if anybody invites
GP, are you with me? Oh yeah.
we don't got the church. We not going nowhere.
That's what we was on back then. That was 30, man,
we don't got the church. We not going nowhere.
GP, are you with me?
I'm gonna just tell you this. We try to help you out too. If somebody says, hey, would you like to be invited to a GP?
Man, don't go.
Don't you do it.
I mean, but if you
want to do it,
if that's what you on, because
it's just like a disclaimer though. It's just like a disclaimer. It's just letting you know what you're in for. It might be some Diddy-ish type activities that could be involved in this GP invitation.
Hey, it's like that Fleece Johnson be like, he said, I ain't had to fight nobody. They just gave it. Hey, like, hey.
It's offerings there, definitely offerings. People are very giving, but you might not be wanting to receive what they're giving. just being honest, you know what I'm saying? But hey, we put y'all on game around here.
That's wild.
All right, now we just got to get to sports. Our Pacers.
That was a bad game. That was
a hard one. To be up 8 or 9 in the fourth quarter, bro.
Man.
That's hard. And to know what it means to go up 3-1 on this type of team.
Man.
So it hurts even more so that we were leading, had the game in our clutches, and just bad basketball.
It would have felt better if we was behind and tried to get close and then got beat.
Yeah, you get beat by 2 points, you kept them, but have the lead at 8 or 9 points in the quarter and do dumb stuff to lead. And I want to tell people this. You know, Fisher, yeah, he is an extender type referee to where he calls questionable calls. But don't blame it on the official, because if you really watch basketball, you will see how many bad possessions Indiana had. They were in the free throw penalty as well early, but we couldn't hit ours. They went and knocked down all of theirs almost. Then we couldn't hit a wide open jumper to save our soul. I don't know how many times Halliburton get doubled off of that pick and roll. They bring the pressure. He kick it to the people. Wide open looks. We don't knock them down.
But this is the type of shit to be making you think the shit is rigged, man.
Then he takes out Toppin, which is killing, who is the main catalyst for the reason they got up 10 points, hitting those big threes back to back, their dunk tips and whatever, killing, providing so much good energy. And then you put in Miles Turner, who was over 6 in the game, getting blown past every possession at the top of the key by Chet. It's just not, sometimes it ain't your game, and you have to give it to those who are providing that energy to win that game, keeping them in. It was bad coaching by Rick Carlisle in the fourth. It was bad fouls by Naismith. Because why are you fouling when you have good defensive position? Just keep your hands up. You're not blocking Chet's shot anyway. You're not going to block Shay's shot. He wants you to do this dumb stuff like this so he go to free throw line. We did everything possible that you had to do to lose a 9-point lead.
That's what I said. Pacers paced themselves. Pacers themselves.
Matter of fact, what did I say in the group chat before the fourth quarter start? You said,
don't foul.
We just got to keep. I said, we can't put them in the penalty early. And what did we do? First 2 minutes, foul. These dudes were shooting free throws by the 10-minute mark. I said, if you want to lose a game, have the clock be stopped and somebody in the penalty.
Man.
So now all these little bumps that they do, or these little, ticky-tack fouls that we call ticky-tack, guess what they're doing? Going to the free throw line. Getting points off of it. While the clock is stopped. So that makes it easier to break down a 10-point lead. So we can play Monday. We're back at OKC. Tied 2-2. Gonna be a hard one. Going back to that place, I don't know if the Pacers gonna get another one. You normally try to get one, you know what I'm saying, out of that situation. And they got their one on game one. Woo-wee. Get game 5.
It's going to probably have to be some theatrics.
It's going to have to be the best ball the Pacers done played. They're going to all heads on deck for that one. Because, I don't think you really want to go back 3-2, although you're at home. Home is not a given. You know what I'm saying? And then the more the game's prolonged, anybody can get hurt. You see Halliburton had a tweak of his leg. These ankle twists happen all the time, you know what I'm saying? That could change the complexity of a series either way. So when you got a chance to handle your business, handle your business. We could have been 3-1, handling business, and then we could have won it on their home floor.
They crush them.
They might have felt some type of way by being down 3-1.
It was like, it's over, we're done. No.
They could have thought they were done, so you feel me?
Yeah, and brought life back.
We done gave these boys life. So it's been a good series, though. I'm glad that the city's been put on the map. You know what I'm saying? Even more so. It's been 25 years since we've been celebrating this magnitude where everybody's talking about the Indiana Pacers. Especially OKC. They ain't been talked about since the Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook Thunder. You know what I'm saying? So both teams is being put back on the map. Smaller market teams is being put on the forefront. Normally we have the Boston, the LAs, top team, Golden State, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Those people been running the finals, but it's good to see small market teams, even though the Raiders might not be what we want to be, still good to see something different on the team.
Check
on the Raiders, they said it's bad. They said it says the worst Raiders they had in the finals. But, these two type of teams don't invoke that type of, they're not the top tier superstars. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shea is a superstar because of what he does, but he don't really sell you. He's not a LeBron James, Steph Curry magnitude where I gotta watch this. This is must see. Even Anthony Edwards ain't got those accolades. He brings that behavior. He's like, I gotta check out Anthony Edwards. I gotta see if he dunk on somebody. I gotta see if he disrespects somebody. That makes people want to watch.
The way things are set up, who's gonna get to superstar status? Because every year we get a new championship. You can't get a superstar status unless you get some type of dynasty.
I like what Magic Johnson said, though. I like what Magic Johnson said. He was on ESPN, and Stephen A. Smith asked him, what does he think a superstar is? And he said, do the people pay to come see you? Every person says they mark on the calendar, even if it's a rival team, I got to go check him out. I'm a Pacers fan, but guaranteed, if I look at the calendar, I'm looking for Golden State to see if Steph Curry comes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do they do that? He said, it ain't about the basketball, what they do, because we can go numbers and stats and analytics all day, right? Do people pay to come see you? Are you internationally known? That is a superstar. Everybody else is stars. And when he said that, I was like, yeah, that's the definition.
Well, honestly, I think we had a league full of stars and maybe
4 or 5 superstars. I would say you probably go LeBron, Steph, Giannis. They know Giannis is the Greek freak. He's known.
But still, but his game is not something.
Not about his game. It's about, is he known? You pay to see Giannis there, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. But still.
You know Giannis going to bring it every game.
Yeah.
The effort. You're not going to get shortchanged about Giannis. Jokic, internationally known. He's called a joker.
KD?
KD, yeah. Even though KD ain't won nothing, everybody knows Slim Reaper. Everybody know what KD can do.
That's about it then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And Luka. But LeBron now some shit. Throw them together.
Luka is internationally known too. Everybody know Luka. People pay to go see Luka. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's like Jason Tatum could be in there. People pay to see Jason Tatum too. Like,
nah, man.
Ray Boston played. But it's kind of, Jason Tatum's a star.
He's a star.
Yeah, I can't give him a superstar.
He's not a superstar.
In that mind, in that the way Magic Johnson did it, I can't give him that.
Ain't nobody paying to see either Jaylen Brown or Jason.
Definitely not no Jaylen Brown.
They are great. They are good. But ain't nobody,
I don't think nobody paying to see Ant-Man either. Not yet anyway like that.
To me, game-wise, I think people like Halliburton's game is more flash and exciting than those dudes.
Yeah. Yeah. But when we say superstar, like you could be a star, meaning that you're the star of your team. You are the one who carry your team. You are the one who's going to get the most. Superstar means you're out of this world.
Yeah,
like your success, your celebrityism is out of this world. That's what I think of. And I think that's what Stephen A. Smith was trying to say, but then Magic Johnson just so eloquently
Ja Morant fucked that up. Ja Morant could be a superstar.
He could have been, because kids love him.
Yeah.
Kids love him. But them adults kind of shun away from him because the image is tarnished.
And the injury. The injury.
And the injury.
The
Injury and the image at the same time. Yeah, that kind of pumped the brakes on that. Okay, so you got anything else, Bo?
Nah, I ain't got shit.
All right, so like I said before, we just bring you content, man. It's like someday it might be trending. Sometime it might just be something I heard and seen and just came up with, and it was in the head of Kevin or Bo. But it's always going to be content, no matter what. So it is Sunday. It's Father's Day. Oh, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Man beside me, great father, my father, my brother, my nephews, my cousins, my associates, because I hang around nothing but great exemplary men who show an example of what a great father is every day. So I want to say happy Father's Day to all the kings. I hope y'all get treated like kings. If you have significant others, if you have a side chick, if you have a regular one, you got a female friend, you got your daughters, your sons, you know what I'm saying, whoever. I hope somebody is treating you right today.
You know they always want us to fit the bill or cook the grill.
Don't do the fathers wrong. Don't just be like how they do in the commercial. It's Mother's Day, you know what I'm saying, rings and then flowers and perfume. Father's Day, khakis.
Man, my daughter was like, I want you to fire up the grill. I was like,
it's my day. It's my day.
I want to be served.
Yeah.
I don't want to do the service.
Don't do y'all days like that.
They do. They do us like this all the time.
Well, they need to change it. Like I said before, the commercials is what tells you, I think they follow suits. You see on Mother's Day, every expensive thing, luxurious thing possible is on a commercial. Father's Day tools, khakis.
Nah,
show love.
Grill out.
That's a chore. I'm saying it's a gift. The gifts be khakis, tools. Don't no man want to do no more work, so I don't want no damn tools unless I'm in my trade.
Hey, Dad.
And I don't want no damn khakis. Have you ever seen me wear khakis?
Hey, Dad, take us out to eat and pay for it.
But anyway, go. Fellas, enjoy your day. And until the next one, yep.